You found the CLIT.
I'm Lainey.
You got a moan. You found the CLIT. Because that's what happens when you find the CLIT. As I have much experience with.
Yeah. Totally.
She's Lainey.
I'm Lainey.
And I'm Corbyn. And this is the CLIT, Corbyn and Lainey's iconic talk show.
I promise we're not always going to be in bed. Or maybe we will. I don't know. Yeah. Last week it was out of exhaustion. This week it is because I had surgery this week. And,
do you want to relay the good news about your surgery?
Great news. Great news about my surgery. So, I was just getting some scar revisions. So, before the surgery, the doctor came in and he was marking up all my scars. And he was like, oh, I'm just really worried about the tension on the one on her chest. Like, there wasn't a lot of, like, excess skin. And I was like, just do it. I don't fucking care. And so after the surgery, he gives Corbyn a call, and I'm out at this point. This is all stuff that was relayed to me. And he goes, and this is a plastic surgeon, by the way, so this is a compliment. He goes, we didn't realize your wife had such large breasts.
It was medically necessary for the healing of your scar.
Yeah, and then so
because supporting your breasts gives you like a half-inch more skin.
Yeah.
It takes off like 80 newtons of
a lot of pressure off my chest. And then like later he goes, and due to the aforementioned breast size, I have to wear a push-up bra basically 24/7. So if you're a girly, you know that basically this is my hell.
If you're a bro, you know this is basically hell.
But yeah, and so I was telling that story to multiple people because I personally found it hilarious and I'm so honored. And everyone that I tell is like, oh my God, he said that to you? That isn't so inappropriate. Like, I'm like kicking my feet, I'm giggling, I'm like, the plastic surgeon says I have big boobies. And everyone's like, oh my God, you need to report him. No, the fuck I don't.
He is French. Christopher Shale says, oh, madame, your breasts, they are so big.
He's not French.
You said he was French.
Why would I know that?
That's before it, you said shell, even though it's spelled S-H-A-L-E, and so I was like, no, that's shale. You said, no, he's French. It says so. On the languages, it says English and French.
He is okay. French, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm honored. I hate my boobs. I was actually going to joke with him and be like, hey, doc, while I'm under, you want to take a couple cups off me?
It's like, no, that violates HIPAA to deprive the world of two things so beautiful.
Yeah.
As a doctor, I took an oath to make this world a better place. And breast reduction does no such thing.
I'll get one day. I'm going to use his money to do it.
She's in for a treat. Because I don't have money.
He will.
From?
Better figure that out, big boy.
All right. So the theme of today's episode is a test. It is the Gen Alpha / Brainrot test for Lainey.
Pause.
Lainey.
I think we should say why you're dressed like a twinkercon.
Oh.
It's St. Patrick's Day.
We're recording on St. Patty's Day. I thought about getting some steins and filling them with a green beer.
I can't drink right now.
Oh, how long do you have to wait?
Okay, another part of my surgery. It's St. Patrick's Day. I would like to have a beer. So I Google. One of the pain meds they gave me was Oxy. And so I'm trying to be safe about it. And so I Google, how long after taking Oxy can I drink alcohol? And it's like suicide helpline. And I was like, cool, whatever. I'm scroll. Nobody will tell me when or if it's safe for me to drink.
I looked it up as well, and I got the same help is
available.
Yeah. But it sounds like you can't take them at the same time.
Well, yeah.
But so as long as I think if you're not under the influence, it's safe to like have one or two.
Okay. Whatever. Anyway. Yeah, it's St. Patrick's Day. I'm celebrating that by working.
Like a true Irishman.
And our last name is McLeave.
True.
So.
Even though my genetic makeup is mostly Iberian. What?
Is she licking plastic?
No.
Oh.
She sure wants to, though. You can see it in her eyes.
Sorry, but back to, today.
Today, we are doing the Gen Alpha Brainrot test on Lainey. You may be familiar with Gen Alpha and Brainrot terms, such as gooning, edging, munting, baby gronk, riz, etc. Lainey hates these words so much that she banned them from our house because my roommate and I love these words.
I banned them for one day.
One day.
One day. And it was because we were all together for Super Bowl Sunday. And we're not all usually in the same house all day. Like, usually one of us is at work or something. And I couldn't do it that day. So,
I'm under the impression that Lainey's hatred is fueled by ignorance. And so I will be informing her about these words and their uses and their lore through a test. So.
Oh, that was the wrong one.
That's what Alright, the crickets work too, but I didn't make a joke, so. Alright, so here are the parameters for the test.
Okay.
If you get 90% and above, you're a Sigma.
So do I even want to ace this test?
If you get 80% and above, you're an Alpha. 50% and above, you're a Beta. And below 50%, you are a Boomer Zoomer. Womp, 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 womp.
So which one of these do I even want?
Well, you want to score as high as possible.
Do I?
Well, fine, you can give your own title. Here, do you want... if you get 90% and above, you have a level 10 Gyat.
No.
You gotta work with me. Oh, here, how about your brain is nourished?
Okay.
And
if I get above 90%, you'll go get me Subway.
Okay.
Okay.
I did think about an actual prize, but I was like, is that too GMM? But I guess you deserve a sandwich.
I'm just a girl. Okay.
All right. Question number 1. Fill in the blank. Imagine if Ninja got a blank.
A low taper fade.
Hey, the 1 for 1.
I know that because I saw a video on TikTok with the audio. Imagine, is that what it was?
Yeah. Imagine if Ninja got a low taper fade.
And it was Freddie Fat Bear. And also our roommate got a haircut and he was like, what if I got a low taper fade?
All right, 1 for 1. All right, question number 2. What is a looks maxer?
A looks maxer?
Yes.
Like as a person?
Or you can also say, what is looks maxing?
Is that like a glow up? So it's like...
You're on the right track.
Like trying to look better? Maxing out your looks?
Yeah, there we go. I mean, that is just breaking it down by its pretense, but it's, as you know and hate, adding maxing to any verb. It means to do it to the max.
Yeah.
And so to looks max is to be as attractive as possible. For the second part of this question, can you give me a verb that a looksmaxer would do in order to looksmax?
Mew?
Oh, shit! Dang, 100% so far. All right.
Okay, but anyone that's actually looks maxing.
It also doesn't work.
What?
There's no scientific evidence that it
To
works.
look better?
Well,
Or mewing?
yeah, that mewing permanently changes your jawline to be like, bye-bye. But it is funny.
Is it?
Alright, question number 3. Which of the following words is not an accepted brainrot term? Munt, jelk, krolk, or felch?
You said monk.
Munt.
Munt. Okay, I know that one's real. Jelk. I know jelking. What were the last two?
Krolk and felch.
I'm gonna say felch.
Felch is an accepted brainrot term.
So it's krelk.
Krolk is one I made up.
What the fuck is felch?
Felching, what is it? No, I know it because the reason it's accepted brainrot term is it is used by famed brainrot TikToker Clax MCB. Here, I'll let. Well, all right. Dictionary.com. Felching is the sexual act of licking or sucking semen out of a partner's anus.
Oh, it's like that guy that's like when you get bread in the butt and you squirt out his jizz, but instead of squirting it out, you'd suck it out.
Yeah.
Oh. Is that what you and Dallin do together?
No.
No, they just caress each other's nipples.
No, we're just a munting duo. He's only caressed my nipples once. It was because Keisha Cole was playing, the mood was right, the lighting was dark.
They were at work.
Is quid pro quo harassment. I'm his superior. All right. Match the people to what they're best known for.
Oh, God.
All right, so here are your 4 people. Baby Gronk, Kai Cenat, Braden from Clax MCB, and Cameraman. And now...
Shady cameraman?
No.
Oh.
That's millennial, not brainrot. Alright, and the actions to match them up are gooning, edging, and terrorizing Mr. Belding, war crimes against Skibbity Toilet, rizzing up Livy Dunn, and getting phantom taxed.
That's too much. Can I have a visual?
Yeah, here.
Okay.
Reference.
So I'm gonna say cameraman is crimes against Skibbity Toilet.
Hey, there we go. That's one.
Baby Gronk is rizzing up Livy Dunn.
Look at you go.
That one's older, isn't it?
It is, but it kind of spiraled. It was like the first. It was one of the roots of brain rot.
Okay, and I know that it's a YouTuber that had the Phantom. Isn't it Phantom Tax?
No, it's phantom tax.
Phantom Tax. Okay, I'm gonna say that's Kai.
Correct.
So that means gooning, edging, and terrorizing Mr. Belding is Braden from...
Clax MCB. Look at that. 4 for 4. Very impressive. When I wrote this yesterday, I did anticipate that you were going to say that's too much. That you felt your brain turned to mush. It went from a semi-solid to a gelatinous shape. All right. Consider the following scenarios. Jinxie bone smashes to try and get a blumpkin from an oiled-up twerking femboy he runs duos with, but he gets downed at Loot Lake. And then the second scenario, ISHO Speed is on a 17-day mewing streak in Ohio, so he can get a cloaca pic from his Therian girlfriend, but it turns out he was catfished by Queso. Which of the two is more cooked?
More cooked? What does that mean?
To be cooked?
Yeah.
You haven't seen you haven't seen those memes where it's like, how cooked am I? Or
No!
be real, am I cooked?
No!
It means like screwed or...
Which one of these are more screwed?
Yeah.
I'm going to say the one with Loot Lake.
There isn't a real answer to this.
I recognize about half the words in there. I know queso.
Mm-hmm.
I know Loot Lake. I don't know.
Do you know what bone smashing is?
No.
Bone smashing is like mewing, but so it's to achieve the same look as mewing, but instead of you hit your face with blunt objects in order to...
Like Handsome Squidward.
Yes.
Okay.
Or like when Meg gets punched when she's
turns pretty.
Yeah. Do you know who Jinxie is?
No.
He is a Twitch streamer with the likes of Kai Cenat. Do you know what a blumpkin is?
No.
Do you know what an oil-twerking fanboy is?
Yeah, I live with one.
Hey, where's the oil? All right. Do you know what a Therian girlfriend is?
Is that like a horse girlfriend? Or
Sort
furry?
of. Yes.
It's a furry girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So does that change your answer at all?
No.
No.
You also
Jinxie.
didn't explain Blumpkin.
Oh, a blumpkin is getting head while taking a shit.
So he's getting head while taking a shit.
He wants to from a
Loot
twerked
Lake.
up oil femboy with the femboy he plays Fortnite with, but when he gets down to Loot Lake, the femboy doesn't think well of him anymore, and so he's cooked. And then I Show Speed has a 17-day mewing streak, so he hasn't spoken for 17 days. And this is in order to try and get a cloaca pic. Do you know what a cloaca is?
No,
It's the genitalia of birds and reptiles
that's disgusting.
from his Therian girlfriend. But he wastes 17 days mewing just to be catfished by Queso. Who is more cooked?
A?
Again, there's no right answer. If anyone has the unfortunate algorithm to be watching this and get this far, please comment below who is more cooked. We can apply that score to Lainey's later. And then last question. This is more reading comprehension than it is Drake or Brainrot.
Okay.
What is the issue with this quote from Drakespeare? "'Tis better to have edged and gooned than never to have jelked at all."
It should be, it is better to have edged and gooned than to never have edged and gooned at all, shouldn't it? Because it's
Just edged at all. Because
aren't edging and gooning opposite?
yes, so
What?
as a parallel structure to "'tis better to have loved and lost," edging is loving,
Okay.
and you lose your edging streak
By
when
gooning?
you goon.
So it's better to have edged and gooned than never edged at all.
Yes, but some gooners believe that you shouldn't edge because losing that streak is, a painful experience. But
Isn't it more painful to edge?
if you're really dedicated, Mr. Incredible did blow a left testicle by edging too hard.
Okay.
That's the test. Lainey, I think I don't have to total anything up. You got a majority right.
I just missed the, the YouTuber one, or?
You missed the
I guess I missed the
accepted
last
brain
one.
rot term, and that was an extra credit question, so it's written here as extra credit.
Okay.
So, because I really didn't think you were going to do this good.
I live with you two.
I thought you were in, ignorance. I thought you were like an old boomer who, hears hip-hop terms, or well, you can't stop saying that.
No. It's I have a threshold. And, like, you guys will send me TikToks and Instagram reels using those things, and usually I don't watch them. Most of the time, the minute I hear maxing or ooning, edging, anything like that, I'll swipe out of it, but I have to get that far into the video to realize I don't want to watch it.
All right, well, Lainey, you are brain nourished. And you get a Subway sandwich of your choosing delivered after the recording of this podcast.
Yes.
What sandwich are you going to get?
Turkey with Swiss and avocado.
Toasted?
Yep.
Hell yeah. Any
with lettuce and olives and pickles.
Olives? Oh, I forget you're an olive lover.
I love olives.
Any sauces?
No.
No mayo, oil, vinegar?
Maybe ranch.
Ranch.
So there's my Subway order, folks.
Guess my Subway order.
You kind of switched. The last time we went, you got the meatball.
That is my Subway order. For 95% of the time I go to Subway, I'm a meatball marinara boy.
Yeah.
So, love a nice cheesy ball in my mouth. Perchance.
That's gross.
You don't like a meatball marinara?
I don't like cheesy balls in my mouth.
That's why I clean them.
Do you?
Well, you haven't been down there and be like, it smells a little Fermunda.
No, I tell you that all the time.
Yeah, but you never taste it.
Okay. I don't know. Corbyn's just a little weirdo. Like, because of my push-up bras right now, I'm wearing 2 bras, like, at all times. And I was like, oh my god, it's so sweaty. I was like, hell.
I'm a little freak.
Foul. You're so foul.
Nuh-uh.
Do you need a Therian?
Therian GF?
Yeah.
No, I'm not into it.
Oh.
Why? Do you want to be are you coming out to me?
The Therian?
Yeah.
No.
The reason you're so hateful against furries is because you've been a closeted one this whole time?
Nope.
You're like Anthony Scalia.
I don't know who that is.
He's an old Supreme Court justice who was very homophobic.
But
and
he's
then,
gay.
Well, not really. But
Oh.
Big Mouth, after he died, made his ghost gay. He's in the Andrew Gay episode.
Gay. Totally gay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And, like, the people... Speaking of Big Mouth, like... A lot of people were like, I never got past season 1 after, like, the naked girls. Why are you sexualizing it? Because that whole song was about getting comfortable in their bodies, and most of the visuals were the older women.
Yeah.
Did they ever even show Jessie and... I think it always showed them neck up, and then it would, like, rotate between all the older ladies. About, like, their saggy boobs, or, like, good boobs, or...
It's been a while. It was majority older. I know they showed, like, Naked Andrew and Naked Nick.
Yeah, so why is everyone okay with that?
Because it's dudes.
And they're sexualizing the animated little girls.
Yeah.
That was not the point of the scene.
I agree.
Because that's what people always tell me. Like, oh, did you watch... I stopped watching it when there was naked little girls. I've seen Andrew's penis how many fucking times? And I'm not like,
oh, my hog. It's actually more of a chode.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh. Gross.
Speaking of gross little girls, Poppy.
Yeah, if y'all want to donate to her getting her teeth pulled, $1,000 a motherfucking tooth.
We can do a Patreon.
Just kidding. Yeah. Anyone wants this little grandma? She's stinky.
I have an idea for an offshoot of this podcast.
Okay.
It's called Whiskey Dick.
Okay.
Where I get drunk. Whiskey Dick in the clit. That's it.
Were you get drunk in what?
Record the podcast.
Oh, so it's like featured episode Whiskey Dick. It's not like a whole separate podcast.
No, yeah, it's.
I was about to say, let's get this one.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
rolling first.
Yeah, it's part of the CLIT universe.
At night.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, can I get drunk too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like all the guests will get drunk, and
I'll start crying.
Not that drunk, please.
About my dead grandma, who died 10 years ago.
I don't know. I wasn't there. We need to get over my dead grandpa first.
Nah, that one's recent. We can't talk about that one.
Why not?
Because that one's sad. Well, okay, my grandma, death? Yes, but I've had 10 plus years to process. You've had like 4 months.
Yeah, but I've had booze that entire time, so I've processed 10 years worth.
You don't even. Liver. You're just not an emotional guy. Like, you didn't cry at all.
No.
That's not what this podcast is.
I'm a sociopath.
I know you're a sociopath.
No, I'm not.
You've Googled, am I a sociopath?
And the result was no.
Guys, he abuses the cats. He abuses me.
I do not. No.
Look at these bruises.
What?
Yeah, I got bruised.
That was from the surgery. That's from the surgery. There's medical records that will exonerate me.
Corbyn used to be a very angry little motherfucker. He was punching walls, throwing his head into the wall.
A- in gym. I had a bad basketball game.
We were very fresh into dating. I remember the first time I saw him get mad. And I went to one of his games. It wasn't even a game. It was like it was a little practice thing, wasn't it?
No, it was a preseason game. So, like, it wasn't an official, but, like, it was a game. It wasn't practice.
And we're in the car after, and I was like, they won, right?
We did win, yeah.
And so I'm, like, thrilled. I'm just, like, I'm chilling. Motherfucker's mad as hell.
I played like dog buns.
We're in the car. I can't even replicate the motion because of my surgery. Fucking punches the top of the fucking car. I'm sitting in the passenger seat. I'm like, what, 16 years old?
Yep. I like them younger.
And I was like...
as young as possible.
Ooh, like, what do I do with the ick I just got? And then we got into an argument, like, I don't know, a month later, and I was in his room at his parents' house, and he bah the wall and grabs his hair and just like, what? And I was like, hello?
That's what therapy's for, folks.
Yeah, so yeah, so I advocate for therapy because he hasn't done anything like that in 3 years.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
So.
Because I think if he ever did it again, I'd be like, you at your grown age. No.
Thank you for sticking with me through the rough years.
Damn privileged white people and their anger issues.
What do you mean? Non-privileged white people have anger issues. In fact, they probably have worse anger issues. Because they don't have the privilege of going to therapy and treating it.
Yeah, but they're grateful for what they have.
Is this fucking Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
I've got a golden ticket.
No, this isn't like A Beautiful Life or A Christmas Carol with whatever his name is. What is...
Neil Patrick Harris?
No, I'm thinking... Tiny Tim's dad. Is it Cricket? I don't know, like the stereotypical humble poor person.
Oh.
Most people are pissed that they're poor and pissed at the world.
And who put that system in place?
Not me. I can't speak for those before me.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Irish. We were subjugated too. We built the railroads. We were discriminated against because we were Catholics. You know, there wasn't a Catholic president until John F. Kennedy.
I don't care.
That's because you're a fucking English Protestant bitch. I'm going to bomb your car.
Stop looking at me.
It's St. Patrick's Day.
I know it's St. Patrick's Day. I'm done.
We're done. See you folks next week. Did you finish?